Hey guys, I'm back out here at the new Elements job. I put a video up Friday that we shot on Wednesday, so I'll show you the progress since then, give you guys a little bit of kind of an update about what's going on. The gravel is completely ready for the plumbers. They actually laid it out, but they have not started yet. But I'm gonna flip the screen around and show you guys what my boys got done on Friday. They didn't actually work Thursday, which is the day that I shot that video that went live on Friday. But you can see they've got some of the walls up about halfway now. They've got 4 courses of the 9, and then on down you can see they go up to 5, and I'll show you the back of the house. They actually topped out. They've started putting the zonts on. They've staged the rest of them. We're gonna have 4 rows horizontal zonts. This will be the first one. They'll go about every 2 rows all the way around, and that will be our alignment system. I will, as soon as I get that done, I'll do a dedicated video just for the fab form, the zonts and the zuckles, and how good a system I think that is. We'll be using the Zach catwalk brackets and everything. So this is the main entry door. That is 1 5/8 inches below the slab grade because we have a Logix buck going in there. We've basically established all the window openings. They're using a European triple glazed window, really awesome windows they're importing from Poland. But they've kind of, everything was in millimeters, and the rough openings aren't given. They give the actual window sizes. So we've actually had to slow down and take a good bit of time to evaluate and make sure that we're getting those windows exactly as the customer wants them. So back here you can see we are topped out. This is first floor full wall height, 12 feet above floor grade. And so we've topped out the entire kind of master wing of the project. That little guy right there is a bit of a cheat code for getting up high before there's bracing. So yeah, this is the first window that they've actually got the lintel formed up above it. The house is obviously tall, 12-foot walls throughout the first floor. I believe they're 9 foot on the second floor. I filled in the patio last night. It's not remotely to grade. I did the best I could with a skid and nobody on a laser, but I mean, at least the volume is pretty much filled in. It took several hours of running pretty hard. So you can probably see the green paint here on the ground. The plumbers laid all this out for their plumbing on like Wednesday, and they have not been back. So they won't be holding us up for another couple days as long as they get in here first of the week and get this done. But as soon as the hydronic guys get their design completed on 4-inch increments, I think they're going to 8-inch centers from 6, we will be able to drop in the heat sheet heavy and start the hydronic system as well. Because I believe my guys will probably, and you can see from back here, I'm standing, you know, about 110, 115 feet from the back wall there that's topped out. So they'll just continue. We can't do right back here because we're leaving the plumber access, but basically we can start at the nearest bastard joint, which is somewhere in here, top that wall, and we can continue topping this on across. This big 16-foot wide opening here We're almost to the top of it. All right, guys, and this is something I was telling you guys about with the element review vid that I don't know how clear I was, but the site assembled block. I'm really coming around on that concept a lot, but you can see this kind of zipper look that's embedded into those blocks, so you insert the webs. The cool thing about it is, like, you know, with say a Fox block, you're supposed to put clips on the nearest web to a doorway. And I've always, you know, like I said, a lot of people complain about clipping Fox blocks. It never bothered me. I don't like that they're, you know, more than $1 a clip and you use several hundred of them on a house this size. But other than the cost of them, I like the robust nature. Well, these give you the option. This is my tie right here, but I can stack another 8-inch tie. Its snap joint is right on the seam. It's made to snap in to give you extra support between rows. So I'm basically doing the same thing. Do I think that it's necessary? Probably not, but we have a lot of really tall doors that, you know, alarm me pretty good. So, but I do want to show you something. It's worked out on these windows that we are right on top of a web for our rough opening. Our buckles sit right on that. But when we were originally doing the math, we actually thought it was going to be a couple inches lower than that. If so, we would have a rip course. You can see the joint is right there. We'd have a rip course with no support, which you'd have to wrap it in plywood and do some things. It's no big deal. With those new logic blocks, we could snap those flex ties in half. They're made to break right in half. And you can insert one into the bottom 4 inches. So you can give yourself support, you know, right down here. And then that would alleviate that kind of puckery little zone. It's just, that's why they call them flex ties. You can put them where you need them. You can see up here, we've got one staged to hold the lintel on. And then we won't do that the rest of the way up. We just did it around the windows as, you know, kind of belt and suspenders, if you will. So that's kind of some of the details today. I'm gonna get into the rebar detail probably next week. I will tell you that the videos may slow down next week. We do have training. Eric flies in tomorrow and we're gonna get after it for the next week on training. We got a bunch of good guys coming in to learn about ICF and pools and a bunch of site visits and stuff. So by Thursday, I will be done doing anything out here at all. So maybe I'll squeeze in a video, but very likely this is the last vid for a couple weeks. Just to kind of give you a perspective, these are 12 feet high. You know, the cold joint is down in the one below. We got to get a lot of this dust and gravel blown out of here. But the cold joint is down in the block. That keeps any, you know, air from being able to penetrate that cold joint at a seam. But it also, you know, allows us to make sure we get flow under our doorways. That's why we kept that down, you know, 6-7 inches in most places in the doorways. So it'll end up being, you know, 12 foot 6 on to top out the walls in most places. Now there is a second story on this house that begins right in here. And when that happens, we'll go ahead and put one more course on, taking us up to above 13 feet. And I'll show you my favorite way to attach ledger boards, the connectivity that I prefer to connect ledger boards to the ICF wall. I am not a giant fan of the embedded joist hangers. I think they take too much time and effort, and I'll show you my favorite method. I've shown it in a video probably 3-4 years ago, but I'm gonna get to show you a nice detailed version of that probably right before the pour here in 2.5-3 weeks. One last thing, it's just, you can see how ridiculously dusty it is. I'm thinking about hauling a couple of my 300-gallon totes over here and just trying to knock the dust down in the front of the building. You can see these like humps right here was where we dumped gravel over the wall, and the gravel protected it from the blowing dust for a couple of days. But it is so dirty out here. We were just miserable with the dust. But otherwise, we are making some massive progress. And I can't wait to continue to bring you content out here. We are just getting ready. Now that this patio's graded in, we're getting ready to dig out the pool. It's gonna sit right in here. There's gonna be a pool house right over here, integrated in. And the plan, guys, will be, we'll pour the garage floor and the garage walls, the house walls and the house floor, this patio. Now there is gonna be some bracing consideration to see if that's even, you know, reasonable. Is it possible? Everything's possible, but we're gonna make sure that we can get this big opening here braced securely without having anywhere to really kick it on either side that's very close. And then we're gonna pour the pool floor. That day is gonna be a little over a 200-yard pour. It's gonna be kind of exciting. Have a lot of guys here helping out. And yeah, so guys, training is obviously starting in about 5 days from now. So we are getting pretty hectic, but I will continue to bring you content on these new awesome Elements Biologics blocks. They are the best thing I've seen in a long time in the ICF game. So can't wait to bring you more content. I'll see you next time.